News travels fast in the modern world, and even though the UFC is in Singapore this week, fighters on the card woke up on Thursday morning to hear that the long-rumored fantasy fight between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor had become a reality.
I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was fake news.
It's been so long talking about it, so it wasn't a big surprise. Good payday for McGregor.
I've heard rumblings in the past few weeks that, it looked like things were pointing in that direction, like it was going to happen. And yeah, damn, it's impressive what he's accomplished and really changed the game and done something I didn't really think was possible. So my hat off to him.
But with what was once a hypothetical becoming a reality, do any of his fellow UFC fighters believe McGregor has a chance at scoring the upset over the undefeated boxing legend?
Yeah, I definitely see a path to victory. In the Maidana fight, when Mayweather fought him, when he came out swarming him, Mayweather got overwhelmed.
Man, not even I don't think even a luck shot, man. We're talking about a guy 49-0 fighting against best guys in the world. And on the other side, we see a guy that not even have an amateur boxing match. I been to wild card, doing boxing sparring. Man, it's different level, man. I've been sparring with the guy 6-0. It's a different level of, it's a different sport, man. People don't realize how good these guys are, especially talking about the best pound for pound, man. Floyd Mayweather, 49-0. Not even Manny Pacquiao was able to hit him. I don't think Conor McGregor will be able to do anything.
McGregor, of course, will be underdog in this fight, but as he represents MMA, I will support him.
I'm a boxing fan, but not a boxing fighter. I'm an MMA fighter. It's a boxing fight. So, I'm not here to promote boxing. Obviously, it's a money fight. It's a big fight for both guys. It's good for them, but that's about it.
I hear a lot of boxing analysts, talk a lot of shit saying, I think I heard Max Kellerman say literally there's 0% chance of him winning, and he was really adamant about it. I thought that was pretty crazy. His chances aren't great, they're not, but I think he has a better chance than a lot of the boxing analysts think. He has some things on his side.
I think he could probably one-punch him. I don't know. He's got that ability to always be counted out in every fight, and then he always one-punches someone and puts them on sea legs and finds a way to win. So I'm 100% behind Conor McGregor, and I think he's going to win.
Boxing rules, I think Mayweather. I might sound stupid, but yeah. First of all, McGregor doesn't give a about my comments, and he doesn't need my advice. So, it's like I said, it's going to be a great payday for him. Don't you think?
There's always a possibility when you've got punching power like Conor. His left hand, it does have power in it. We don't know how it lands when he's got boxing gloves on. That could change it slightly. But the other thing you have to bear in mind is that obviously Floyd Mayweather, he doesn't think offensively. He thinks constantly defense. So and McGregor's the opposite. McGregor's always about offense. So there are going to be traps that he's going to have to avoid, and that's the test for him, because Mayweather's the best in the world at setting people up and making them fall into those traps. So not overextending, not being too overzealous with his technique, and cutting the ring down. It's so much easier to trap somebody in a boxing ring than it is an octagon. The corners are narrower. It's much easier to kind of paint them into a corner effectively. And that's what he needs to do. He also needs to use a lot of feints, because he needs to draw those attacks out of Mayweather before he falls for them. So there are a lot of things that McGregor can do to cause him problems, but the most difficult thing is landing a punch without paying for it.
Mayweather's older now. He's 40 years old. McGregor's 27. He's in the prime of his career. They say timing's everything in life. This might be the right time for McGregor.
The smart money certainly favors Mayweather. After all, it's no accident that he's undefeated after 49 trips to the ring. But the spectacle alone will certainly be worth the price of admission, whether or not the actual competition lives up to the hype. After all, as the Irish will happily tell you, there is only one Conor McGregor.
It's huge, That's the exposure the sport needs. Hopefully we can have some crossovers. Who's the 170 boxing champ? That's what I'm looking for right now.
If he looks really bad and gets beat easily, is that going to be, a negative light on our sport? I'm not sure. I think that one is open for debate, whether it's good or bad. I think good. I guess publicity is good, and the more eyes, the better.
I think that it's awesome for the MMA world awesome for the UFC, and it's a great opportunity to fuse both promotions together, and it's just going to be great for both sports.
Yeah, that's good, man. Good for him. Good for Floyd. And coming out of retirement, gonna make good money. They love money, and good for them. It'll be a good match.
Sports are crazy. They're awesome. That's why we like to watch them, especially fighting. It's very unpredictable. You have no idea what's going to happen in there.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not going to be doing anything else that night. That's for sure.